Good morning, traders. Today is May 13th, 2020, and I just wanted to go over our pre-market action plan from our email that's sent out. And for any of you that don't get this email, there is a link in the description below. So we had a major market pull at the end of the day yesterday, and right now the market will be opening right around this area, the 286.76, basically a little above where we close. That'll leave us extended from the 5 EMA. So I do think as long as there's no bad news, Powell's speaking at 9, we might come up and retrace this 288.09 area, possibly fill the gap to that 5 EMA, which would be 288.90. From there, we have to see what it does. If it gets past the 288.90 area, we have room to move up. Our next area of resistance would be 290.23. If we get failure at resistance at any of these levels, we have room all the way down. Well, first it would be the 8 EMA and 13 EMA, which the 8 EMA we're already below. The 13 EMA is at 286.31, and then we'd see 285.31. If that breaks, we do have a cluster over here to look for on the SPY, which is the 283.33 is the 50 EMA, and we have weekly support at 283.07. So that's what we're looking at the SPY. One thing you guys should also look at is the futures, which is the ES. Okay, what's mapped out here? Very simple. This was your overnight session low, and this was your overnight session high. So that's what I like to look at. Overnight session is from 6 o'clock yesterday till we open up today at 9:30. And then this is just yesterday's where we kind of fell apart. So I do watch the ESs. I keep that on a screen because they do kind of tell you where the market's heading. And below here, we will break pretty hard. That's the 282.25. So that correlates to basically 282 on the SPY. Next stock I'd like us to look at is Las Vegas Sands, which has a nice setup for us today. Okay, so look at Las Vegas Sands. Beautiful area. Stopped right on the 50-day SMA. And we have a big support line right below at 45.37. So we've got a nice cluster there where it stopped. Same thing. Most stocks, because of that pull late in the day, they're going to open up extended down. Unless, like I said, Powell has news the market doesn't like, then we'll just push through all these levels. So it would probably shoot up to about either the 5 EMA or you got the 21, which is the mean right around here. Up top at the top of the range from yesterday, you have the 38.2% fib on the daily, plus you have the 50 EMA. So I like when a stock's in this zone. We either get some kind of retracement in the middle and then go back down and test the lows, which is this SMA, or we get to this retracement area, it curls up, and we'll test the high of the zone. And then obviously, if we break through, we have 50 up here. And if we break below, we have 43.72. And then we seem to have a level right about there, 41.84. So I think this one's going to move today. And just to give you guys an example of what I mean, curl, because I don't want anyone to be confused. Okay, right here, this is the end of the day. You see EMAs all stacked negatively. You got the 5, 8, 13, 34, 55, 89. That's the Fibonacci EMAs. When I say curl, I don't know if we'll have one. You'd want a crossover like this, where the 5 crosses over the 8 to the upside. That would be a signal to take a stock long. So that's Las Vegas Sands. Next one that looked nice on the list was McDonald's, another fan favorite. Let me zoom in so we can see what's going on. And what do we got? Basically the same setup as Las Vegas Sands, right? We stopped right at the weekly, which was right above the 50 SMA. Okay. We're going to open up extended down just like everything else. So we have room to pull up to the 5. Also got some resistance at 179.44 if we can get through that. We have the 50 EMA at 181.81. And then we have the 61.8 fib retracement at 182.51. Okay, so we're either looking for pull up and then failure to take it back down, looking for the 50 EMA, 50 SMA, I'm sorry, and then lower. We actually have a lot of room. We have down to here, which is a weekly support level, and the 50 retracement on the fib level. And to the upside, if we break up above it, so we retrace to here and curl up, we have the 50 EMA, which is 181.81. Then you got slight resistance at the 61.8, and then you have clear sailing to 184.67. So McDonald's, same setup as Las Vegas Sands. So if you keep those two on your charts, not that they're going to act the same, but it's the same kind of setup just to compare them. So that's one I would definitely look at. Another one, and the last one that I'd add to today's list, aside from the ones that are on our weekly mailer, is Mohawk. Look at this. This is a beautiful setup, guys. Okay? Held the trend line to the T. Number one. Stopped right at weekly support. 78.12. So what do we do from here? Well, map this out together, guys. Obviously, just like everything else, extended to the downside. Room up to the 5 EMA. Should be right around here. And to be honest, we'll probably get that in at 79.94. Next target would be this resistance there, 82.32, and then 84.31, which is the 50 SMA. To the downside, I have that mapped out for us. We break this trend line along with that weekly support, we will see 75.17 pretty fast, and then have room to the weekly support at 72.51. So that's what we're looking for in Mohawk. I think those are three good setups, and then what you should watch for on the SPY and the futures. And basically every stock's going to have the same story, opening up with a gap extension down, looking to pull up a little bit to its 5 EMA, and then we have to see what they do from there. Let the market show you. With option traders, I like to wait 10 minutes before I enter an option just so price settles, unless it's something very liquid like a Citibank or McDonald's can be liquid. Mohawk will not be liquid the first 10 minutes. And we'll take it from there. So any questions, feel free to DM me or DM me on Twitter at breakingoptions.com. And I'll speak to you later. Thanks. Bye.